welcome back. So we're getting ready to rip this thing down to frame. So just wanted to show you it. It's filthy. This is right after, we had pulled the motor out. Look at this. Fender. So dirty from sitting. Bolts are missing out of it. I mean, literally, it's going to need some work. But that's what we're here for. So we're going to go ahead and it's going to be a frame. And we'll go ahead and keep showing you this as we go through and take it down to frame. And then we're going to power wash and paint. Okay, guys. So this is going to stay on because there is one bolt that is screwed up. And we really don't feel like getting into drilling it out and all that stuff and possibly have to deal with the frame. So, it's fine. We went ahead and took the battery box out, ECU, all the connections. The wiring harness you can see is right down there right now. And went ahead and removed the front fender. And we now are getting ready to bleed out the brakes, get them off, remove the wheels. Then we're going to get it up on a stand and finish tearing this thing down. Well, that's not a good sign, trying to get a master. Oh, that looks really, really good. Oh, yeah, root beer, baby. This has not been touched in a long time. Now, we're just emptying it right now. We'll go ahead and clean all this later and flush it really good, but we're probably going to put new brake lines on as well. So, and I'm going to bleed these calipers out. We'll be back. Hey guys, so we've been busy. As you can see, we got a few parts off this bike. So let me step over this. Here's the hub that I was kind of suspecting, but now I'm not too sure because it does turn when I spin that gear and it turns there. So I'm gonna have to get into some stuff and really take a look on why this bike wasn't moving. But you never know. It could have been just the clutch. I don't know. But I'm convinced it's not internal. So where are we? Here's where we are. See if we can zoom out a little bit. Nope. So we are basically going to call it a day. We're at frame. We got a couple pieces of the wiring harness still to remove. A couple motor mount bolts that are, down here that when we pull motors, we usually put them back in together. And the radiator cap. And we've got that right there. And inside we've got the hoses. But everything else is done. We laid the handlebars right over here. For now, we're going to break those down. We'll take a look at everything. And on the flip side of it is we did pull the steering stem, the lower tray, and there is minimal grease. And I do see a couple little spots of rust around it. So we're going to go ahead and replace that as well. You got to do it right. I will mention that as we were taking this bike apart, almost every bolt was hand tight. This steering stem, this goes through the upper tree right here, and then it goes through the frame, and then you have a washer, and you have basically, let me show you. You got the steering stem nut, which I just have loosely sitting right here. Okay, that was hand tight. Should never be hand tight. It's supposed to be torqued down to like 32 or 36 foot-pounds. Then you back it off a half turn. But I just grabbed my hands. I was getting ready to go get our steering stem tool, and I was like, everything else on the bike's been loose, so let's give it a shot. Sure enough, it just came right off. So, looking down in, we got another bearing right here. Right there. I'm going to replace that one as well. Let's go ahead and take a look. I haven't even looked at this bearing yet. Yeah, that bearing's getting replaced too. Look at that. It's goopy. There's a little bit of rust on there. And, looking down here, we're going to clean everything. So But yeah, this bike's getting a full workout. So, as are we. So, anyway, at this point, we're going to call it today. Tomorrow, we're going to get it up on one of the stands. I'm going to clean this garage up. Pardon me, got bikes coming by. We're going to go ahead and get this garage cleaned up a little bit, get this on the stand. We're going to get it outside, and we're going to go ahead and do some power washing and get it ready for paint. So you'll get to see this. I am going to take the shock off because I took the swing arm off, which, as you know, goes right back here. And I want to take this all off. I want to check it, and we're going to obviously power wash everything because it's dirty. And we are going to address this. We discussed it. We're going to go ahead and address it. This bolt right here is stripped out, so we're going to address that too, and we're going to fix it. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.